This is the Ohio AgNet from the Voice You Know with the News You Trust studio, sponsored by BASF. Visit with your local ag retailer about 0% financing on all BASF crop protection, seed treatment, and Zetavo brand soybeans, now through March 15th. I'm Ty Higgins. Tomorrow, heading to Seed Consultants to kick off their 2026 winter agronomy meetings. This will be at the Lakeview Loft in Hillsboro. You can get a full list of meetings and RSVP at seedconsultants.com. Then on Thursday, I'm going to check in with Farm Credit Mid-America to talk about risk management using crop insurance. New and now at ohioagnet.com, episode 425 of our podcast. We talk about macroeconomics with Ben Ayers of Nationwide. Macroeconomics, of course, focusing on growth rates, unemployment, inflation, and how it relates to agriculture.
I think when you look at 2025, it has been a bit of a disruptive year. We've seen some continued resilience from the economy and particularly from consumers, but obviously we've had a lot of policy changes coming through that have just disrupted the environment, made a lot of businesses kind of hunker down a little bit, sit in a wait and see mode as opposed to expanding. So we're still expecting that over the next 3 to 6 months, we could still continue to see a little bit of a slower patch for the economy. But I will say, as we turn the picture to 2026, we have some pretty good optimism for next year that things will pick up.
You can hear the entire Ohio AgNet podcast powered by Ohio Corn and Wheat online now at ohioagnet.com. Let's check the forecast, brought to you by Seed Consultants, simply better performance, online at seedconsultants.com. Here's Ryan Martin.
Cloud cover races off to the east here this morning. We're going to find ourselves with a pretty nice setup here with decent sunshine before clouds take over tomorrow. Those clouds associated with areas of precipitation moving through the Great Lakes and to southern Ontario. So I'd look for a gray Tuesday before partly sunny skies are back Wednesday. Thursday, rain coming Friday. I'm Ryan Martin.
Thank you, Ryan. Join Fennig Equipment's Planter Clinic January 8th. Boost yields, save money, enjoy lunch, and see the latest planter technology. Not your average planter clinic, and no registrations required. To learn more, call 419-953-8500 or visit FennigEquipment.com. If you're involved in beef production, there are some important dates coming up, as Dusty Sonnenberg tells us.
The Ohio Beef Council and Ohio Cattlemen's Foundation, in partnership with the Ohio State University Animal Science Department, will be hosting Beef 509. Once again, it runs February the 27th and the 28th at the Animal Science Building on the campus of the Ohio State University. Beef 509 is an intensive education program designed to help cattle producers better understand the food side of their business and implement best management practices to improve beef quality, enhance profitability, and recognize value within the beef supply chain. To register or for more information, you can visit their website, ohiocattle.org. Now, OSU Extension and several industry professionals are hosting a series of webinars as the new year gets started as well in the beef industry. The first one of those will be on January the 8th, and that is Dairy Beef 101. During this session, Extension Specialist Jason Hartshoe will review proper care for dairy beef animals and explain how to keep them healthy and continue production. They also have a session coming up on January the 22nd looking at biosecurity for the beef herd. John Yost with OSU Extension in Wayne County will discuss the importance of biosecurity and often forgotten components of herd health. Coming up on February the 5th, then, they'll have one looking at hay quality challenges in Ohio. Making quality hay continues to be a challenge here in the state, and where do we go from here? How do we go into the hay season better prepared? Well, Ted Winsman and Stan Smith will lead that discussion. All these webinars are free. You can register by going to their website, go.osu.edu/beefschool26. The webinars are from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time on each of those dates. And if you have questions, you can email Garth Ruff. His email address, Ruff, that's ruff.72@osu.edu. For the Ohio AgNet, I'm Dusty Sonnenberg.
Thank you, Dusty. We'll check the markets and get some analysis coming up after this as the Ohio AgNet continues.
Get ready to bid on the heavy equipment and vehicles you need in a Ritchie Brothers Midwest Regional event happening February 10th and 11th. Inventory is at Ritchie Brothers locations in Columbus, Chicago, Detroit, Minneapolis, Kansas City, and Lincoln, with in-person inspections available. Bid on a wide selection of excavators, loaders, dump trucks, and truck tractors. Don't miss this great opportunity. Visit rbauction.com/Columbus to sign up. rbauction.com/Columbus.
Welcome back to the Ohio AgNet. I'm Ty Higgins. With up-to-date USDA data starting this week, traders will eye demand fundamentals. USDA going to release another catch-up report today, then return to its normal Thursday release schedule. U.S. soybean oil production dropped 16% from October to November 2025. Total soybean crush dropped in that same period. Let's get a check of midday numbers in Chicago, with corn for March up 5.5 at $4.43 a bushel. May $4.50.5 up by a nickel. January soybeans up 10 1/4, trading at $10.39 3/4. March beans $10.57.5 up by 11 3/4, and July wheat a cent higher at $5.32 a bushel. It'll be an interesting week as packers have not purchased many live cattle over the past 2 weeks. Feedlots going to hold with intent to obtain higher prices, anticipating packers will need cattle. Live cattle for February up 35 points at midday, 236.25. April live cattle up 62 at 236.60. Lean hogs for February up $1.40 at 85.50. April 90.55 up by 145, and feeder cattle for March 355.45 up 250. April up 245 at 354.70. Get more of today's farm news, markets, and weather online at ohioagnet.com. I'm Ty Higgins reporting. We'll see you down the road.